What's up, guys? You're watching Papo again, and today I've just played another match with Morat Aggression Force against Varuna, the new sectorial of Panashania, and we just played this optional chapter 3, the fox hunting, which is actually a really nice mission with this special Xenotech campaign that I've been explaining. Unfortunately, I couldn't explain the game 1, but I did explain the game 2, and today I'm going to explain the game 3. Well, so it's funny because it's called, the fox hunting, and it's all about this channel's signal, but it's interesting because in this one there is no Xenotech, so good, interesting. Anyway, it was pretty easy to play. The mission objectives were basically to have more Xeno antennas than the adversary at the end of the game. That gave you 4 points, which is a lot. Then if you control the Xeno beacon at the end of the game, was 2 objective points, and if you dominate the search area at the end of the game, there was 2 more, and to kill more army points at the adversary, 2 more. And besides that, there was a classified objective which would give you 1 objective point, but well, if you already made 10 points, then there's no point on killing yourself doing the classified objective because you cannot make 11 points. And the deployment, that was a bit special because instead of this, the normal, I guess, is 10 inches maybe. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not the master of inches, but in centimeters, it's basically, it was. I mean, in this case, it was 20 centimeters instead of the normal 30. So well, it's a bit short in comparison to other matches, but well, you just got to deal with it. And well, that was pretty much it. I think, well, specialist troops, the typical thing, and I think it's actually much better if I just show you the map, which is this one. So okay, inches, then there is this area where it is like a zone of control or operational zone, whatever it's called, that you have to just put some troops in it and it will help at the end of the game. So let's talk a little bit about these things, the army list, because this time luckily I was able to get my opponent's list, and it was a pretty interesting list because I've never played Varuna, and I mean against Varuna, and it's the first time I'm not seeing the typical fire team call with this Kamau. So this time again I'm just playing Morat, as I said, and I'm just feeling pretty comfortable recently playing Morat, and it's mainly because since I discovered this new way of creating lists in a sectorial and not including that the typical fireteam core plus the typical fireteam Haris and just few guys on their own, and it was actually pretty successful. This time I wanted to play this list because I mean, yes, I mean on Saturday I play a tournament, I became second, and well, I was just talking with one of the guys at the tournament and he was basically telling me that well, Morat should play more like aggressive in terms of game playing, and I thought, you know what, let me try. I used to play this Suryat with tactical awareness instead of the Q drone, mainly because this guy, I mean, the Suryats can tank 2 wounds, and that's something that I've learned I mean, playing this game, that sometimes you just want a guy that can take more than 1 wound, basically. Because otherwise, well, you have to go there with your doctor or your engineer, then repair this guy or heal him. And sometimes it's not that easy as it seems. So, well, basically, I'm just playing 2 groups with a lot of orders. In this case, I'm playing the first group. It has this Sogorat with full auto and Raptor that has been proved that is pretty amazing. So since this came out, I've not been playing my Raito that often, but well, it's just because it's just a matter of just playing new things. And I'm pretty sure that if you have played more Aggression Force before or against it, you probably have been facing this fire team core that normally this Osnat. Let me just move my camera around this time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've been playing this. I mean, you've been facing this fire team core with this Osna, but normally the Osna that is played is the other one with the Balkan shotgun, because it's pretty like amazing when she goes there and she crosses the table, just throwing smoke grenades, getting through, and then it's like, hello, I'm an Osnat, and I'm, with a core of Gakis or maybe Predas, and I'm just like shooting with very good BS. But in this case, I just want like 5 ridiculously cheap orders that this fire team core can provide. And indeed, it takes like the core slot on the list, but because I'm just not going to play another core, that's fine to me. So basically, this is pretty cheap, and this is going to be there just, most of the game prone basically. And mainly the idea would be that if you need the smoke, at least she's carrying this light smoke grenade launcher that will allow you to place 2 templates at pretty decent BS. So still can use it if it's necessary. Then I'm playing 2 Eco drones just because it's just too good not to be played. And the Morat Haka, mainly because I'm not playing the Zera this time, because I'm playing the Q drone. I just want to try if it's really worth to play this Q drone instead of the Surya. I mean, I like to point out that of course it's not the same amount of points, right? We're just talking about this Q drone it's just 26 points and one SWC, whereas the other one is, I mean, the Surya is I think 2 cups and it's 48 points. So I mean, of course there's a difference, but due to that, I was able to put more people, and this time I wanted to try the new Osnat Stalker unit with the sensor and the Balkan shotgun, and this synchronized Preda that everybody's just, a bit fan of it, but in my opinion is well, extremely difficult to be played in an optimal way. This time I'm playing a Datoradzi for the same purpose. I'll tell you why. This Datoradzi, in my mind, the idea was to be to be played pretty close to this Preda, because this Preda is just too weak to be played on its own. But if you combine it with this Datoradzi and the smoke, I was thinking maybe, depending on the situation, I can use the smoke from the Datoradzi to place the Preda inside and take some advantage. Then the Krakot, because it's just amazing. The MechTech this time, because we need specialists to connect antennas. And a couple of slave drones, and the Moral Lieutenant that is going to be mainly prone at the top of the building. And we can use this Raktorak, this NCO, that lately I read that there's no need to have the Raktorak and the Lieutenant the same order and to use this Lieutenant order, so no problem if they are in separate groups. So perfect. And this time, so that's pretty much it. That's my list. And this time, let's see, never get used to that, but this time, I do have the list of my opponent. So in this time, it's just like a 10 orders list, and it's basically having a Squalo with the multi-HMG, the heavy grenade launcher, very famous in States. Apparently they love this miniature, and and the miniature itself is lovely. I'm not sure if it's one of the best tags or not. I'm not gonna get into that debate. Then he's got this Krogman. In my opinion, is very expensive, although of course it's very good. He's a TO guy with multi-sniper rifle, anti-personnel mines. It's pretty decent, but wow, 38 points is quite a lot. Then the Zulu Cobra, and this time it was the killer hacking device. Then the Patsy, the Bipandra, the Kamau, and the Fusilier. All of these 5 guys. Yes, and this other one, I think this guy is misplaced right here, but it was part of the fire team core. And then this Fusilier Lieutenant that was just like on one side of the table, like pretty well hidden, just like don't kill me because I'm the Lieutenant. And the Machinist that, well, is actually pretty good just for 17 points if you take a look at all the things he's equipped with. Like, he has mimetism, stealth, aquatic terrain, combi rifle, the charges, pistol knife, and it's just for 17 points. It's, wow. Anyway, alright, and as I was telling you, this Fusilier should probably be with these guys. Actually, this guy was the one carrying the light grenade launcher, which, okay, not bad. pretty interesting for 1 cap and 14 points. I'm not saying this is probably the best list because I don't have a clue about Varuna. But I mean, when I was told that I was playing against Varuna, I was just, as I was telling you before, I was expecting this fire team core on top of a roof with this Kamau with the multi spectral visor level 2, but instead I'm just having a Kamau with HMG, which is pretty good. I mean, it's just amazing for the points and everything, and the Squalo, which is, well, an attack. I mean, something to bear in mind. So let's go to see the pictures. Pop. All right. So that was the table. Let me just kill that because it's annoying me. Okay, here we are. So let me edit this. Okay. So I was deploying in this side of the table. So that would be the Morat deploying here, not that far, mainly because it's only 20 centimeters. And my opponent was deploying, let me see. And my opponent was deploying right here. Whoa. Anyway, oh, that was the Varuna. Okay, so Varuna right here, and Morat right here. Okay, that was the, whoa, I'm terrible at drawing letters anyway. Okay, but it's clear, right? And there were like the 4 beacons. I'm actually wondering why the antennas, sorry, are not placed, but you'll see them later, so no problem. Okay. So I started deploying my Moral Lieutenant and my MedTech, which is actually a Kurga that I just modified because I'm just playing more Aggression Force and I don't want a Doctor Worm there because he's not Morat actually. But I'm not trying to cheat or pretend that once my lieutenant is dead, you know, I'll be like, oh, sorry, that's a Morat. No. It's more a matter of how it looks on the table. Then a Nicodron right here on the left flank. And then my Datorati was here because I just estimated that I would be safe if I would move like 10 centimeters and just drop some smoke grenades. Then here, this time, because I was playing such a man of Gakis and Predators all together, just not to confuse my opponent, I decided that I would change all my Gakis for Mutawijas. So it was actually clear, no problem. So all the Mutawijas that I'm going to show you are actually Gakis, okay? And these guys that are real Gakis either or Pretas. This guy in this case was this Preta that was like there on my list. What else? Here you can see the Sogarat with the Raktarak, and that was the Osnat with the light grenade launcher, smoke grenade launcher, sorry. And then on top of the roof, like 3 more Gakis, all of them prone. All these markers with an orange stain on it are just the pro markers, just to keep it simple. And then here is my Q drone with the slave drone and the Haka, just ready to give like assisted fire. Sorry. And on the other side, you can see already this Icodrone. Then I moved this guy because I realized it was, you know, actually farther from this 20 centimeters deployment area. So I just moved him away. I put it actually next to the Datorasi just in case. So this Icodrone was here, and that's my HVT, and that's my oh gosh, I forgot his name. The Kraken Renegade. Yeah. In this case, when I roll in the metachemistry table, I just got the dog and something extra, but I can't remember now. So that's my Datoraj again. And then his deployment was the Machinist. Then this guy, mainly the Engineer. Then the Squalo was right here in his left side of the table. Then this guy was this Fusilier, I think, Lieutenant probably. Yes. And then this was the fire team call. The reason why he deployed this way is that the fact that he won on the dice and he said that he preferred that side of the table. And once again, because in this mission it is very good to end the game, I chose, instead of starting first, I chose to start second. So he told me, alright, then you're going to deploy first and you're going to start second. I said, yeah, actually, indeed, that's what I want, because I really want to close this game. And then there was a camo marker here, probably the Zulu Cobra now that we know, but in that case I didn't know yet. And that's his APT. And then my last unit, of course, he deployed his the other Zulu Cobra with the sniper rifle to camo marker that was hidden. So once I deployed my synchronized Osnat and the Predator, he said, okay, I'm done. So we started the game. So the first thing he did was, instead of just using the Krogman to just kill my TR bot, he used the Squallow to use the multi-AMG. Oh, sorry, I never coughed, but I'm just starting recording the video and boom. So, well, in this case, the Squallow was actually shooting very badly here because he was out of range, so did I. But besides that, I was in cover and the mimetism, so he was, I think, hitting on 6 and I was hitting on 4, can't remember. But he was lucky and boom, it was destroyed just with one wound. So job's done, well done, one order, bye bye. And then he started moving towards the first Shannon antenna, all his troops. That is the, let me pardon. So let's see if I remember well. That guy was the Kamau. That guy was like the paramedic or doctor, can't remember. I mean, someone in the hills. This miniature here is Patsy, and these two guys. This guy is the one carrying the grenade launcher, and this guy is the normal fusilier. So okay. Opa. Okay, so then the Krogman is revealed, and he's actually aiming at one of my Gakis, which I mean, and that was pretty annoying because I'm, you know, just with a simple look, I just estimated that it would be, oh, yo, if that guy doesn't die, and he has to explode, and if, for example, he's choosing AP ammunition, and one of the dice miss, and I fail the ammo roll, just in case this guy would have exploded, then that would be a problem, because that would probably kill the next Gaki, which was already the team leader, and poof, I already have to spend a command token to reconvert the fire team. But luckily, nothing happened, and he didn't want to try again, so I was like, okay, cool. So he kept moving with this, and there was a point, there was a line of sight with my Sogarat. Oh, sorry. With my Sogarat right this way. And I thought, whoa, okay, let's see how many ammo saves I can tank with my Sogarat. And well, that was the best thing of the game, I think. Okay. So basically he's relocating because he couldn't reach that point in just one order, so he move and then move and relocate his guys, so okay, well done. And then the Kamau is showing his face and is shooting at my Sogarat that is right there to provide some auras. So far what happened here is that during the first round nothing really happened. I think he missed a lot and I just canceled his dice that was actually in, so with the same number, so nothing happened. And then he tried again, and this time my Sogarat, I think, went for like 2 hits and I tanked them, so okay, that's why I'm showing my finger like nothing happened. I was thinking here about just moving my Sogarat inside just by passing a roll, but I say, no, you know what, let's see how it goes. So he did it again. This time I was I was like, whoa, this guy is gonna die so badly because I missed my shot and his 5 dice got into the Sogorad. But amazingly, um, I managed to pass all the ammo saves, and that was amazing. And then I thought, you know what? I mean, I've been here. He's spending some orders. My sword is still like unwounded, so you know what? He's gonna stay here. And the next thing that happened is that I crit on the arrow. So it was amazing because come out, boom, gone. But I mean, proper gone, because if he would have taken just one wound, then the doctor, was able to heal him, and that would have changed. But because I crit, one wound was already inflamed, so okay. But then he had to tank the other armor roll, and he failed. So bye bye Kamal forever and ever. Then spending a command token, he relinked, and then he thought about just activating the antenna, but he missed. So he was just placing these guys over here in a safe area, let's say. And yeah, that was pretty much how it ends. Let me just make it bigger for you to see better. Okay, so my turn. So what I'm doing here is just I'm using the NCO from the Ragnarok. So oh no, sorry. Impetuous Order first. It was pretty annoying because, as I told you, the Impetuous Order sometimes is difficult, especially when that Predator is moving 15. So my bad, because I didn't place him in the right position. I would have estimated better, but didn't happen. So there was a bit of a line of sight. I'm not sure you can see, but I'm going to show you in a minute. So as I was moving my Predator, there was a slightly line of sight here with my Predator. So I crit here again and I dodged. But I have to say that he rolled very low, so even though I would have, been able to just keep my guy safe this time. And it's pretty important because that Predator did a good job in the end. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me move on. Okay, hold on. So I'm just moving my Ragnarok and my Sogorad. No, sorry. Not yet. I'm moving my Daturadzi with no problem, with my Predator, no problem. No one's zeroing here, so no big deal. And what am I doing here? Yeah, then I'm moving my, let me see. Yeah, exactly. Then finally, after moving all my impetuous orders, then I just thought, you know what, I've got plenty of orders on group 1, so let me try to get rid of this guy. And really and truly, I think he was probably the best guy, because I couldn't repair my total reaction bot due to the fact that this guy was here providing arrows. So very annoyingly, I had to get rid of him, and I was very lucky because once again I could kill him in just one order, so I had a lot of orders left. So I didn't crit this time. He just rolled, he missed, and I was actually hitting on probably maybe 7 to 10, can't remember now. I'm not gonna make the maths now, I'm just a bit tired. But the thing is that this guy was completely obliterated. So, and knowing that, woo, okay, then my Osnat and my Predator start running quickly, and there was a point he was maybe arrowing with this guy that I showed you before. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I just got the image. Well, no problem. There was a Fusilier with the grenade launcher there, ready to provide arrows. So I just do a caution movement. So I move around this part. I think I was here, and then I did 15 centimeters with both of them with cautious movement, and boom, I was here. So then I just put my Predator here, making sure the grenade launcher wouldn't affect my Osnat, and I say, hi, what are you doing? So I place the template, both shot at me. I think both miss, or I think I tanked the armor roll, and the Machinist was dead, so perfect. There's no way to repair basically the attack, so perfect. So once this guy was out, I was thinking, you know what, if I want to engage this guy into close combat, I really need to risk it, because there is no way I can just, well, I could maybe put some smoke here by doing intuitives, but no, sorry, intuitive, speculative attack. So I didn't do it in the end. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to risk it. Let's see how it works. So this guy moves again and still synchronized. And I think this guy now was just shooting at him. So I think I can't remember. Let's see if I can move forward. Well, yeah. He was wounded once, but I activated dog, so fine. And then I just thought, you know what, let's do it. So I just moved both of them. He missed. I was lucky here because he missed, and I could actually, well, let me come here. Basically, I moved this guy, and finally I moved the Xenotech here. So I was in distance to shoot with the Vulcan shotgun. So what happened is, I wounded with the Preta, actually, with the chain rifle, and then the next movement I just moved into close combat, and then nothing happened. But this guy, because he already activated dog, that was the end of this guy. But then the Osmo was here, and I wounded once. Yes, no big deal. Then I'm looking at my command panel, and I'm thinking, whoa, I've got a lot of orders on group 1. So my bad, I should have made the list in such a way that at least I could put some Adaterizing maybe in group 1 and the hacker in the second group, because I wasn't meant to move the hacker anyway. And I could, you know, just come here with the Preta and start using the chain. So I thought, well, I'm going to do the same with the Sogarat. So that's what I did. I just moved here, and I started shooting at this Fusilier with the assault pistol, which is amazing, with the full auto. And I killed this guy, so no big deal. Now we're, this fire team is now with just 3 guys. So then I just went for the Patsy, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to kill this Patsy. I've got plenty of orders, so that's what I did. I just moved. This token, this camo marker wasn't actually doing anything, so I thought, okay. So I don't know what it can be, but he doesn't want to reveal it. So that's fine for me. So I killed the Patsy. I came here. Beg your pardon. Then I was here. I was just shooting at Patsy, and Patsy went down. And then I just went for the doctor as well. Why not? The last order in a 10 orders list, the better I can do later. So I was pretty sure that he was not in what's that called? Well, the game wasn't finishing basically because the tag was already alive, so no big deal. So I killed the doctor, or I killed Patsy, and then I was keep moving. Now this guy was, after activating one antenna, sorry that I missed that part, I decided to break this duo fire team, and just moving the Raptor to the other side just to activate the other antenna. Sorry. So then is when he revealed this guy, and I was pretty scared because I was thinking, oi, you know what's gonna happen, that he's gonna jammer me, but not because it was the hacker. So he would probably have done something better, just something like a hacking program, but he decided to shoot at me. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put 3 dice on this guy and 2 on this guy. So of course this guy was blasted, and then this little Cobra survived. So he started his turn thinking, and I think that was it. I ran out of orders, and turn 2. So then this Squalo was thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna crush this girl down. So that was amazing because we roll. I've got CC 21, he's got CC 18, which is not bad, and he won. So I was like, okay, that's the end of you, Othna. But I roll at 20 on the ammo save, so I was like, whoa, I'm extremely lucky today. So he tried again, and Osnat this time was like, you know what, it's not gonna happen again. So this time I won the face-to-face roll, and this guy was down, I think. Yeah, he was down. I killed this Squalo in reactive turn. That was, predictable but lucky. So then yeah, he tried to move this guy, and he was maybe with like 3 or 4 orders left. So what happened is that the Zulu Corvette tried to shoot at the Sogarat, and he critted him, so no problem, and that was mainly his turn. And then in my turn, I just scooped the grass, or coop the grass. I'm not sure about the right spelling, to the Squalo, because with Impetus Order, what else? I mean, was I supposed to do? And well, I just removed him. Oh no, sorry, I'm still there. So here is when the tag was mainly killed by the Osnet in reactive turn, and then is when he critted me, and that was the end of it. And then in my turn, let me see what I'm doing here. I think we just took some. Oh no, I think we are in my turn already. So basically, without moving the Sogaret, because I didn't want him to crit me again, so I just thought, you know what? There's nothing more I need to do. He's gonna probably he's in retreat probably now that the big guy is down, the Squalo. So I thought there's not one of the things I've learned is that sometimes you don't need to go and kill. You just need to. I mean, if you accomplish all the missions of the game, there's no need to go for more. You're already winning, so don't over win or kill. There's no point. So I just placed all the Daturatis, and I thought, that's it. There's nothing more I need to do. I control more antennas. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's only one. But one is more than zero, so I'm winning on that. Then I just moved the Datarazzi and the Predator in the zone of operations, or operation zone, sorry. And that was pretty much it. I think I moved one. Actually, the Datarazzi went to the side of the table. Let's see if I can. Yeah, exactly. Just to be in contact base to base with this panoply in the middle of the table that you had to control at the end of the game. And because he was in retreat, that was the end of the game. So it was a short game, and I was thinking, I was just discussing with my opponent, like, what could you have done instead of this, doing that, and we just got to the conclusion that probably the Squalo wasn't used the best way possibly. But I have to say that it's not that he did something wrong, it's the fact that I just crit with my Sogara to his Kamau, because if you try to think how things would have been in a different order. Well, let's picture that Kamau just blasted my Sogara and bye bye. Okay, then I'm just losing the best chance to get rid of that Krugman, and that Krugman would have probably killed. Well, I don't know, because that Krugman hasn't got Malta's Spectral Visor level 2, so I don't know if I could just make something different with smoke grenades, or I don't know. But just the fact that it was this part of the game when I killed your best troop in arrow, and I'm killing now the piece of, I mean the miniature that is really annoying me in just one order. So the combination of both situations brought me to with this condition that actually nothing can stop me now apart from your Squalo. But then if I go and hunt him down, what do you have left? So that's mainly what I did. And so we didn't even play turn 3, so it was a quick one. I would like to try this list again, because I just want to know if, I mean, I want to learn how to play this kind of list that is more aggressive, and it's basically about with just tough guy. I mean, with one just tough guy, how can you deal with the situation? It's pretty similar somehow. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar when I was playing Aleph. And it reminds me of that time when I was just moving Achilles all over the place and just killing everybody, just was blasting his Spitfire, and that situation where Achilles was, I mean, down very quickly, and then I was thinking, okay, well, what can I do next? Because now my spearhead is dead basically, and what do I have left? And in this case, at least, you have a lot of silly people that are very like that Razzies or that Preta, or still I can play some small grenades and go with my fire team core and just play a coordinate order with the four Gakis and attack the Squalo and kill him, or something like that. Apart from that, also the fact that the Squalo has no flamethrower, and that really helps because is a very nice tag, but at the same time it's pretty weak when someone's getting closer, and you can only shoot your grenade launcher and or your HMG, but it's actually pretty weak. So well, that was pretty much it, and I hope you like it. That was pretty short, and well, subscribe if you like it. If it's the first time you're watching me, I would encourage you to watch more videos when I'm playing Morat, and I mean most of the times I'm losing. So it's not that I'm just recording those matches where I'm winning, but this time I won. But I don't know. Let's see what happens next. Well, I hope you like it, and see you soon. Bye.